Welcome to the Salish Sea, the largest inland sea on the west coast of North America. Fresh water flowing from the many rivers meets salt water, creating a biologically rich estuary. Salt Spring Island, the largest of the southern Gulf Islands, exhibits unique freshwater and marine landscapes. Fulford Creek watershed is Salt Spring's largest. Fulford Creek, the largest fish-bearing waterway in the southern Gulf Islands, is provincially designated as sensitive and is joined by the smaller Sewell Creek. A 4,000-year-old clam garden on the south slope is currently being restored by First Nations with support from Gulf Islands National Park Reserve, Parks Canada. Five creeks run down the Chert and Clay south slope, each originating from headwaters in different watersheds, each flowing out across one long, straight beach. The rocky north slope is covered with Gary Oak and Arbutus. Two creeks flow in, each from a lake, each with its own small estuary and eelgrass bed. The Bayhead estuary is heavily channelized as a result of the narrow bridge over Fulford Creek. Freshwater outflow is restricted and funnels rapidly under the bridge, scouring a channel in the intertidal. The fast-moving jet of fresh water prevents the settling of nutrients and sediments essential to a healthy intertidal estuary. Sewell Creek to the left has also created a channel. The narrow 65-year-old bridge supports a high-capacity rural road. The inflow of seawater is restricted. The rock and fill initially dumped to narrow the creek is eroding. With increasing storm surges, rainfall, and rising sea level, the risk of flooding of the bridge, road, and upland properties is greater each year. The low-lying road is privately owned. A hydropole is in the intertidal. The current bridge replaced the first settler bridge. This earlier trestle upheld the ecological integrity of the estuary. The unimpeded, slow-moving seawater inflow and freshwater outflow allowed the estuary to store silt and build a nutrient-rich eelgrass bed. Eelgrass beds protect infrastructure by stabilizing sediments, reducing erosion, and slowing wave action. Sewell Creek flows into the Bayhead from the south slope of Mount Bruce Flank and passes through multiple culverts and along ditches before seeping out into the main estuary alongside Fulford Creek. A sinkhole opened up in July 2024 above the aging culverts. The BC hydropole is impacted by storm surges and king tides. With an updated survey and bridge, the pole would be secured on a public right-of-way. Eelgrass beds contribute significantly to marine ecosystems through carbon sequestration, lower seabed temperature, and increased biodiversity. A visual survey by Snorkel in August 2024 showed eelgrass beds are reduced in the main estuary to a small area south of the channel. There is only a remnant of the healthy food web of salmon and migratory bird populations remembered by past generations. Herring no longer spawn in the bay. Restoration of the heavily channelized estuary would have significant socioeconomic and environmental benefits. Integrating engineering with ecology will result in a design solution that can adapt to climate change, enhance the local ecosystem, and protect the safety of communities. Alternative measures in the form of nature-based solutions should be considered as soon as possible to prevent a crisis requiring more urgent and costly repair and protecting the estuary from declining further. Are we preparing now to protect our infrastructure of the future, roads, bridges, and electricity? We know the predicted sea level rise vulnerability. By preparing a community hazard assessment, we can reduce risk. Together, we can maintain the ecological resilience of Fulford Bay well into the future.